Alright guys, what's going on? What it do? You know who this is. Eagles caught. They lost 6-0 in one of the worst games I've ever the fuck seen, dude. I feel sorry for anybody who spent any kind of money to go to that shit, dude. You know, I get it. Eagles were going for an 8-0 record at home. They were going for a perfect sweep of the NFC East. They were also going for the best record ever in team history. That just didn't happen. But dude, we were playing for nothing. They weren't playing for anything. You know, what do you have to really like? It was an irrelevant game. It was a horrible game because neither offense could really get anything going. Period. And Dallas finally scored in the fourth quarter. They got a drive. They went 99 yards. But look, at that point, our defense was tired as hell at that point because they were just basically putting on a show. And finally, Dallas scored. That was game when they scored right there. I mean, there was no way anything was going to happen after that. You can tell that Dan Bailey didn't want to be there. He missed the field goal and an extra point. Usually he makes those kicks. You'd really have to wonder if the temperature was, in the 50s or if he was at home had he had made those kicks. But I don't know. You just say it is what it is, really. I want to say congratulations to the Dallas Cowboys on the win. It's just... if you guys will accept it, I don't know what to say. You guys finished 9-7, so it's just I don't know what to say. I don't know whether to congratulate you guys or to say, well, we held you guys in check despite a lot of our starters sitting. What I don't know. I don't know what you're gonna say about it. Because Dallas certainly sat some guys. The defense. Now, I'll say this about the Cowboys. If they let Rod Marinelli go, they're fucking idiots. And I'm going to say this right now because he has consistently gotten the best out of guys there with, minimal talent on defense. He's gotten the best out of his players despite the minimal talent on defense. So, you guys might have something with DeMarcus Lawrence there. I don't know because he was getting pressure early when they had him in there. I know Sean Lee went healthy. That's the thing. But, Marinelli, if Schwartz ends up leaving here, I don't think he will. But if he does, I'd see if Rod Marinelli's certainly available. I don't know. We'll see. But I don't think Jim Schwartz is going to leave. That's the thing. I'll probably put money on it. But if the Eagles' defense has success next year, which I think it will because a lot of our defensive guys are all young, I think he'll start getting looks as a head coach. Sidney Jones played, and he played pretty damn well. And he was fucking shutting guys down when he was the guys he was going up against. And you know what? Going into the postseason, I like our secondary tandem of Ronald Darby, fucking Sidney Jones, and possibly Mills in the slot or nickel, and the safety tandem of Malcolm Jenkins and Rodney McLeod. I like that shit totally. LeGarrette Blount got his signing bonus. He carried for, I think, 8 rushes. I think he had 42 rushing yards or something like that. He got his bonus. Zeke, they gave it to him 30 times, and he actually did go over 100 on us. He ran for 103. They were giving it to him a lot, and early on, we were shutting him the fuck down. I think at one point he had 8 rushes for 8 yards. He started to get some runs after they finally kept giving it to him and kept giving it to him. Finally, he went over 100, after the 30th rush or whatever it was. Just an awful, awful game all around. A lot of people might ask me what I think of Foles. As the whole Sudfeld came in, didn't play too bad. But, dude, they were really having trouble moving the ball. And I didn't like the play calling at all at any part of this game. I didn't like the play calling early on. I didn't like the play calling late. So, dude, they got to get it together with the play calling because if this becomes a problem in the playoffs, they're not going to go very far. Foles did struggle. There's things he's got to work on. We'll see what ends up happening. But, Torrey Smith, something's got to be done about him because he ain't staying after this year, Torrey Smith. Torrey Smith dropped that pass. We would have fucking put points on the board if not for that early on, and probably would have won the game if not for that fucking drop. He had room in front of him, would have been a first down at the 20, and the motherfucker drops the fucking ball. What are you fucking doing, dude? Eagles got to do something about that other wide receiver position. And you think of it, Torrey Smith's open a lot more than he was in Frisco, or even in his latter Baltimore days, or whatever the fuck it was. He's open a lot more now, and he's still not fucking doing it. So you got to think that dude's towards the end of his career. I don't think anybody will probably want to pick him up, but You know, you can't fucking be dropping balls like that. I mean, get the fuck out of here. You know, there are certain guys I'd take. I'd take Crabtree. I'd take fucking... Fuck else, dude. I don't fucking know. I'd take certain fucking receivers, but, dude, he can't be dropping passes like that. And it's not the first time all year. It's been a problem all year. All year. So, this is like the first time ever. First time ever that the Eagles have lost a game to the Dallas Cowboys or any NFC East rival in particular, and I could care the fuck less. I could give a fuck less, because I don't really care. Just as long as we got out of the game healthy, no major injuries to speak of, and that in itself is a win. But seriously, I want to get the Dallas Cowboys twice in the middle part of the regular season. This is like the 5th or 6th time and 2nd year in a row where we've gotten them in Philadelphia, and the Cowboys, it's a meaningless fucking game. The 2nd year in a row in Philly against our number 1 rival in a meaningless game, week 17. What's all that about? It's such bullshit.